Hi, I'm April Showen, and if you're in the Florida retirement system and you're thinking of retiring early, or maybe life is forcing you to retire earlier than you planned, this video is for you. So, whether this is a dream of yours or it's out of necessity due to burnout, job changes, health issues, retiring early is a big decision and it deserves a solid plan. To help you get started, I've put together a FRS Retirement Checklist. You can grab it by clicking on the link in the description box. It's at no cost. It's really going to be a great place for you to get started. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to walk through questions to ask yourself so that you'll know if you're ready to retire early and you can start planning for that. Because here's the tough part, retiring early isn't as simple as just walking out the door, right? Your pension could be reduced. You might lose access to affordable health care. The FRS system itself is complex, especially if you're not familiar with how all the pieces work together. One wrong decision could cost you thousands of dollars over the course of your retirement. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to slow down a little bit and we're going to walk through some key questions to ask yourself before you retire. So, when you're thinking about retiring early or really in general, think about what age will I be when I retire and how is that going to impact my FRS benefits, right? Am I in the pension plan? Am I in the investment plan? What other retirement accounts do I have? 403Bs, deferred comp, IRAs. Do I have any non-retirement accounts like taxable brokerage accounts, savings that I could access without IRS penalties like retirement accounts can have? Those can be especially helpful if you're under age 59 and a half because they're not subject to the same restrictions like retirement accounts. What are my healthcare options until Medicare starts at age 65? How much income will I need each month and where's it going to come from? It's a big one, right? Is my income sustainable, especially if I live into my 80s or my 90s? And what do I want retirement to look like? Am I going to work part time? Am I going to travel? Am I going to volunteer? Like, what am I going to do when every day is a Saturday or a Sunday? Now, if you're in the FRS pension plan, here are some other things to consider. How many years of service will you have when you retire? What is your normal retirement age? Because if you take your pension early before your normal retirement age, it's going to be reduced typically by about 5% per year that you're retiring early. But you don't have to start your pension if you leave early. You can leave FRS, you can go work at another job, and you can just choose to start your pension at a later date when you do hit that normal retirement age to avoid that reduction. Which pension option are you going to choose? Right? Option 1 is going to give you the highest monthly benefit, but there's no survivor benefits. Option 2 reduces your benefit slightly, not by much, and there's a 10-year guarantee to a beneficiary. Option 3 is going to provide a joint income to you and another person, usually a spouse. And option 4 is going to do the same thing. It's going to provide a joint income to you and let's say a spouse, but it's actually going to get reduced if and when one of you passes away. So, right, which pension option are you going to take? And then will your pension alone be enough to cover your lifestyle, cover your expenses? If not, how are you going to supplement it? Is that part-time work? Is that starting Social Security? Is that tapping into investment or retirement accounts, right? If we know what our income is from our pension and then we know what our expenses are, how are we going to bridge the gap? Those are the things you want to start developing a plan for. Now, if you're in the FRS investment plan, retiring early does give you more flexibility, but it also has more responsibility. So you want to know, how much do I have in my account? What is my account balance? How long do I need that to last? Retiring early means you're going to miss out on those contributions, both by you and the state. It means you could miss out on those market gains. So how much do I have in my account? How long do I need it to last? Right? Again, how old am I going to be when I start tapping into it? Am I going to have not just taxes, but am I going to have IRS penalties, which happen if you're under age 59 and a half and you don't meet certain exceptions? So if that's the case, do you have other accounts that you can tap into to bridge the gap for retirement income until you get there, right? Think non-retirement savings, Roth IRAs, cash value life insurance can be great tools to use during that time. Understanding how you're going to be taxed, right? Am I going to do a lump sum? Am I going to do monthly withdrawals? How is that going to impact me from a tax standpoint? How is my account invested? Is it invested for growth or is it invested for income? Because starting to take income distributions while staying in a growth portfolio is going to create a lot of unnecessary volatility, right? Your account's going to be doing this. And you need to be able to shift to a more income focused strategy to protect your nest egg. So, do you have plans in place to protect yourself from down markets, right? We know the market's going to be down. It's just a matter of when and for how long. So, having a plan in place for when we have that happen. Now, I know I've gone through really just a bunch of questions for you to start thinking about today. Retiring early can be very exciting, especially thinking about all the possibilities. And so, as we went through this, you might be thinking, hey, I feel really confident. I feel like I've got this. Or you might be realizing there's still some really big questions to answer. Either way, the next best step for you is simple. I suggest you download our FRS Retirement Checklist. Again, the link for that is in the description below the video. This checklist is going to help you get clarity on where you stand, understanding your pension, understanding your investment plan. It's going to help you spot any sort of potential income gaps. It's going to help you feel more prepared for the road ahead. And it's really designed to help you take that first step towards being confident about what retirement looks like. So whether you're ready to leave work now or you're just thinking ahead, you've served the state of Florida for years. Now it's time to make sure that your retirement serves you. Until next time, bye now.